So with this reading, it's about making conscious what light you hold within your heart and how to amplify that to make it stronger, as well as what blockages you hold and how to heal those. I have 3 piles. Please choose a pile that calls to you the strongest or brightest. Pile number 1, I have red jasper. Pile number 2, I have serpentine. And pile number 3, I have lapis lazuli. Okay, so for pile number 1, people, lay out the cards one by one, and we will go through them all together. Okay. So the first card is how people see you. Just feeling the energy. Okay, so what I'm seeing is people actually see you to be very charismatic. They know that there's something special about you. But I'm sensing that they know that there's more to you than meets the eye. They know there's a side of you that is very mysterious and hidden. You might be the type of person that comes off as having like 2 sides. Not necessarily in a negative way, but more like sometimes unpredictable, or yeah, maybe you know, sometimes people don't know what they're going to get that day, you know. You may keep them guessing. Sometimes this causes people to be very drawn to you because they see this beautiful light within you. You know, like a moth to a flame, they flock to you. But some people are actually scared of you, or confused by who you are. And it looks like perhaps you are very intelligent, intellectual, and you have a different way of thinking and seeing the world. And you're able to see 2 opposing viewpoints. But I think for you, I think it confuses you and some people at times. And yeah, it's like you have 2 sides. That may not necessarily be bad, but sometimes I feel like it's unpredictable. Some people may like it, and some people may not understand it, and therefore choose to stay away. But nonetheless, there's something about you. There's a light around you. There's something very special within you, and this is emanating from your heart space. So you do attract people's attention. You do intrigue others. Okay. So how you see yourself. Okay. This is the 3 of Earth in reverse. Okay. Okay. So how you see yourself. I get a sense that you see yourself as perhaps a loner. I mean, you may have friends and people who want to be around you, and you know, you may socialize or be around people sometimes, but I'm sensing that you feel you do better alone, or you like to be alone with your thoughts and your ideas. there's a lot of ideas that you have and a lot of things that you want to create. There's a lot of projects that you want to do, but you don't necessarily need people to collaborate with. You don't really feel that sometimes a lot of people aren't on your level. But what I'm seeing here is that perhaps you sometimes have trouble grounding your ideas into the physical world. So there's like, this is the ground, this is the earth, and there's some acorns, and you're planting these ideas, right? So you have great ideas. But something makes you feel like they never really come into fruition, or you don't know how to bring them into fruition. You kind of get a little lost, and then you continue to create more ideas, and you may start things but not complete them or know how to execute them. Okay. So I'm sensing that you don't feel so great about this aspect of your personality. You know you're an idea person. You know you're very gifted, but the how to execute is what stumps you sometimes. So I'm seeing that you here, you know, this is the 2 of air. You are very intellectual. You get kind of stuck in your head sometimes, and I'm seeing that sometimes you may be of 2 minds. You may have opposing philosophies or contradicting opinions or views on the way you see life. Either that, or you see life as very black and white, but it gets you caught up in not seeing a bigger picture, because sometimes you vacillate between one viewpoint and the other, and then you get stuck. Or you have so many ideas and you feel they're all equally good, and then you don't know which one to really invest and focus on. So there's, I feel like, a need of integrating your ideas in a way that is efficient and all-encompassing, and then moving forward from that in order to create something. But there's like a process of integration that needs to happen, and I think that's what people sometimes see in you. They don't quite get you because they may not sense it consciously, but they may, or know it consciously, but they sense that there's it's something that's incongruent. And I think that is your own I guess, state of awareness of like, you haven't yet reconciled your dark and your light, your shadow and your light, or your male and masculine and feminine energies yet. Like, there's still some working out you need to do. Okay, and then once that's worked out, you're going to be able to manifest easier and with more clarity. And then see how there's black and white here, and then there's all this color here. It's like encompassing all that is in one way, or one in a unity, as opposed to seeing things in opposing spectrums. Okay? So, but the light that you shine in the world. Okay. So this card is for the light that you shine in the world. This is really a beautiful card. Wow. And this is the 6 of air. So another air card. So a lot of intellect here. And you'll notice this card as well is black and white, but with color in the middle. So you see how this card is black and white with a little bit of color in the middle where your heart space is. This is all your beautiful potential, and you integrating all your aspects in one cohesive energy bubbles. So this, again, this is the light in your heart. It's upside down, so we're going to get into that. So first we'll look at it right side up. What I'm seeing here is that since you see things from different angles, sometimes you see things in a very dualistic way, like what is right, what is wrong, what is good, what is bad. Okay? Sometimes that can be limiting, because the process of integration and wholeness is all about combining the black and the white to create this color spectrum of balance in the middle and to activate your heart space. Okay? So that's where you're going. Right now, you're still in a process of coming to terms with the way you see the world. the way you interact with the world even. What is positive about this, because there's nothing wrong with it, this is just your process. This is a necessary process for you in seeing things in very rigid manner, in spectrums, and not polarity, but duality, such as duality is one of the laws of Gaia here on Earth, right? It allows you to learn your own boundaries and your own sense of values and morals and ethics and who you are. Seeing things in such an extreme manner is almost like you're really good. You're really good at defining what you feel is in the shadow and what is in the light, and that's okay. Just know that you are in the process of combining and integrating your shadow and your light, your male and your female aspects, and your likes and your dislikes and all that stuff, all your opinions, all your thoughts are culminating into this beautiful light. So because you have been able to see both sides very clearly and deeply, you will have the most colorful light of all. Not to compare you to others, but I'm just saying you're going through a full process of raising your vibration in your heart. You are ascending into having a fuller picture of the world and the way life works. Because some people only focus on the darkness and they're lopsided. Some people only focus on the light and they're lopsided too. You need both, okay? You need to understand all sides of a situation and how energy works. You cannot have one without the other, especially on this planet. So you understand that. And then from there, you are getting the picture now. Slowly but surely, you are starting to raise your consciousness to a more encompassing polarity-based view. And polarity is an understanding that there's two of everything, but it's a unit. There is not one better than the other. It is, they work together, right? So you're understanding that. And you have a lot of knowledge and wisdom coming in from whatever you have studied, even natural innate wisdom. And you also may be bringing this in from past lives, because I see very ancient sigils or hieroglyphics. You see here too that you have the caduceus. That is Thoth's, Hermes. That's Thoth right there. That is his symbol. And this is a symbol of healing and wisdom. And in my opinion, you can't have healing without some wisdom, and you can't have wisdom without some healing, and you can't have wisdom and healing without integrating the opposites, right? This is a key. This is a healing key. It unlocks wisdom, and that wisdom unlocks healing, okay? And that is how polarity works, right? You can't have one without the other. So what I'm seeing here is you are on the threshold, okay? You are in between worlds right now, but you have the key in your hand and you are lighting up your chakras. And all you need to do is turn the key. And it actually would come easy for you because it is just a matter of you changing your perspective. Because right now I'm seeing the cards are upside down. So it's like, you see things very well, like you have a strong intellect, you're very intelligent, but it's like it's like it's coming from a different angle that's not quite aligning with your highest purpose at the moment. But once you flip the script, flip the way you look at the world, that key is going to unlock your chakras, and you're going to see things from a much higher level, and you're going to shine this light on the world. Okay, so hopefully that wasn't too long and drawn out and that made sense. But anyways, so this card is about amplifying the light within your heart that's already there, okay? Okay, another upside down card. So it's like you're on the verge, okay? All you gotta do is flip your mentality, just flip that switch. That's it. You can do it. So, Queen of Air. Okay, upright. She's beautiful. Look at that, beautiful Queen of Air. Okay, so she's upside down. It's okay, because the Queen of Air has a lot of beautiful qualities. Queen of Air is also very intellectual. She has a sense of fairness, a sense of justice, and she sees things very clearly through the intellect. Okay, she has a sword on her third eye. She doesn't let emotions cloud her vision. Very wise with that owl there. Okay, so those are the positive aspects of the Queen of Swords. But what sometimes gets sacrificed with so much intelligence, so much wisdom, and prizing reason over the heart and the emotions is that you lose compassion for others. You lose the subtleties of the human experience, because we're here on this planet to experience emotions and to navigate them and to balance the heart with the mind. So I'm seeing a lot of mental energy here, which is great, because thoughts are the first forms of energy, right? But thoughts without emotions on this plane create a very austere type of personality, and it goes back to this seeing things black and white and not having any leeway for people's human flaws, and understanding that you yourself and everybody shares a gray area. You know, our imperfections are what bring color into our life. So this is good. So basically what it's saying is just to amplify your sense of integrating and not seeing the world so rigidly, and allowing the color to flow, and appreciating, you know, people in all their glory, and appreciating yourself in all your glory, faults and all, is by having a little more compassion. No one's saying to drop your sense of right and wrong, but just to understand that we're all learning and we're all human and we're doing the best we can. So we all fall short of expectations, even our own. So just to bring in a little bit more heart-centered awareness into the way you think and the way you interact with others. So, excuse me, bringing that intellect, bringing it down into a heart-based center is going to balance you out, okay? So, yeah, because you have a lot of wisdom to share with others. Okay, so you're almost there, so that's great. So just amplify this with this compassion, love, you know, acceptance of yourself and others. Have a little fun, you know. Drink that beer at 11 a.m. in the morning sometimes on a weekday. Just kidding. Kind of, well, not really. It's an example, right? Okay. Anyways, next card is what you need to heal within your heart. What is holding your heart heavy and stagnant? Okay. So we see the light within you, and it's only getting brighter, right? So what you need to heal. Okay. Okay. Okay, 9 of Earth. Okay. Okay, it also was upside down. Okay. So what I get, you've been hurt by people. Okay. You've been hurt maybe by one person in particular, or a couple people in your life, perhaps when you were younger. I sense that you were betrayed or taken advantage of or taken for granted. I feel like you put your trust in the wrong person or a couple people in your life, and you thought that they needed your protection or they needed your help, and that they were innocent, you know, damsels in distress or what have you. What I'm seeing is that they played a victim card. They saw you very clearly, and they knew that you had a very loving, kind heart. And so they kind of played on that and asked a lot from you, or you know, indirectly or directly, but you gave to them. And I don't know if you gave to them. Yeah, you, in a lot of ways, you gave to them selflessly. But I'm sensing that some of you actually gave from a place of wanting them, or not actively expecting something back, but you, just because who you were an innocent, very innocent, naive person, very sweet and unassuming, and you thought that the way you treat people, people would treat you the same way back. And you learned that that is not always the case. So there's a sense of betrayal and sadness and heartbreak within that, because you saw the world through your own eyes, right? Your own filter. And you never thought that people would hurt you like that and take advantage and give you practically nothing in return. This was like a trauma and a shock for you. And I think you internalized it. This was in reverse. So you internalized these experiences earlier in your life. And I think what happened was you made a blanket statement like, all people are going to hurt me. People are not going to get my whole self, my whole love, all of me, because I have to keep a part of myself hidden, because I am not going to allow people to hurt me. So I think this is where you developed this sense of black and white, like, no, this hurt me, this is wrong. This is the right way to be. And it closed you off a little bit. It kind of closed your heart a little bit. And so you became more mental, like more thinking, like observing people, judging people, and slowly but surely moving away from people. Because I feel like this wasn't processed in the way that it should have or could have been for your higher understanding, for your growth. So how to heal this? Okay, yeah. So I get the Maiden in reverse. Maiden. So this is a beautiful, young, innocent, adventurous, loving spirit. Natural. Again, unassuming. Loving. Kind, gentle. So, in reverse. Okay, so this, I want to go back to, this was you when you were a child. This was you. This innocent, naive, magical person. Saw everything beautiful, soft. See the bunny, the butterfly. You saw the world with eyes of magic, with eyes of innocence and purity, with love. See the red roses. That was you. Okay? And that is the person that gave to these people who took advantage. And because you were young and innocent and you weren't discerning, it hurt. And it was a shock. The world is not so beautiful all the time. So, I believe this card is asking you to dive deeper into your soul, dive deeper into your inner child, and discover what it is. What is the lesson you were supposed to learn from this pain? Because I'm sensing a state of victimhood, whether you realize it or not. It is internal. It's been internalized, where you feel like a victim of these people. These people hurt you, and therefore everyone's going to hurt you. Especially when these things happen really young in life. Children don't reason things. You know, it's like everything is very emotional and skewed by our emotions. So what I'm sensing here is that this is time to like reach in for that inner child and teach this inner child what you were meant to learn. There's soul searching required here. So going deep within. And finding that love for others as for yourself and others as well. But I'm also getting more grounded once again. This is about growing up, taking responsibility for your actions, and understanding what is the cause and effect of different actions, positive actions and negative actions. What do you receive? What are the consequences? And setting up boundaries for yourself. Not being so innocent, but at the same time balancing and knowing that not everyone is going to hurt you, okay? Not everyone is going to hurt you, okay? If you think about that, think about all the people in your life that love you and support you and think highly of you and do things for you versus how many people don't, okay? Don't let a couple rotten apples ruin the whole barrel or the whole bunch. Put things into proper perspective. There's a rigidity here. Like, yes, you need boundaries, but you created this boundary that is so like it's steel. That even your sense of perception and judgment gets blinded because now you've got this blockage that now you cannot see clearly. And I'm sensing, because all these cards are upside down, there is a perception of life that needs to be turned into a 180. And that as soon as you make that 180, all these cards will flip around. And it's basically showing you it is really that simple for you. Because you are truly a loving being as well as highly intelligent. It is a flip of the switch. It is a turn of that key. That perspective is going to turn your life around. But you need to do the inner work. You need to do inner child work. You need to forgive others. You need to forgive yourself for your being kind to people who maybe didn't deserve it. Okay? Tap into what truly makes you happy. And why do you give to others? Why do you do the things you do? Out of the kindness of your heart without expectation, or to receive something in return? Or to be proven right that people are rotten? So there's some things to think about here. And I think that once you break through that, once you heal through that with some time alone, with your thoughts and some nurturing of your child, the one that was hurting, the one that was so pure and innocent, and to bring that child out without expectation and just pure joy, your life is going to change quickly. So, messages from Gaia. Of course, I asked Gaia what she has to say, because as we heal our hearts, we heal Gaia's heart. We are all interconnected. We are all vibration. We are all energy, and energy influences other energy. And all of us are little pieces that make a whole. We are an energetic body of Gaia. So Gaia would like to say, yeah, once again, perspective. The Eagle card. Beautiful. She's asking of you to see things from a higher perspective. To rise above the bullshit. To rise above the duality. To rise above your own perception and subjective experience of the things that have happened to you in your life. And to rise above and to see it from a higher level. To see it from an eagle's perspective. To see it as a whole. You will gain clarity through objectivity. Perhaps some meditations, eagle work, imagining yourself to be an eagle and flying over the surface of Gaia and seeing things from a higher perspective will help you. She wants you to unlock the objectivity and the clear perception and the eagle eye within you, because you have that. These air cards show that. The only thing that's keeping you is your own perceptions from your subjective reality and your experiences that you have not released yet. Find the lesson. This is going to free you. So, yeah. The other message from Gaia is, yeah. And this is also actually connected to the eagle as well. So, and to your healing card here, the maiden, if you look at it. The dreaming card. The maiden. The flowers. A lot of pink flowers, roses. This is about love. Self-love and love for others. So, tenderness, sweetness. So this is talking about two things. Going into nature. Reconnecting with the divine within you. Reconnecting with Gaia. Reconnecting with your child. You may have liked or loved nature when you were small. May still love it now. And you spend a lot of time in nature. And it's like, I feel like you kind of lost that sense. That earthy energy. You've been in your head a lot. It's time to reconnect, return to the natural world. And I'm seeing that you see, this is your light too. Like, you're going to receive a lot of guidance and information from Gaia and the fairy realm and elemental beings. They're going to help heal you, and they're going to help cleanse your mind, reconnect to the earth energies, ground you back into this earth so you can complete your mission and your focus and move on to the next level. So allow yourself to dream. Try to remember what you used to dream of when you were a child. I'm getting a return to innocence, a return to your original dreams, to your creativity. And the eagle. Don't be afraid to dream big. Don't be afraid to dream with your heart. Your dreams hold the key to your healing and to your evolution, your next phase of life, and to your soul purpose. That's what Gaia wants to tell you. Yeah, it's beautiful. Gaia's like, come, let me heal you. Let me bring you back down to earth so you can see things from a grounded perspective, but a higher perspective, a higher level of grounded perspective. Balance. And not the type of separate balance, of the extreme balance, but of true integration. Because if you see this card, look at the colors. All these beautiful colors, lots of browns, and guess what? When you mix all the colors in, what do you get? You get brown. Come back to the fluidity of life here on earth and the beauty. Okay? That's beautiful. Oops, this is right side up. Okay. Sorry for rambling. This is a message from the angels. Life path. Yeah. So, again, return to innocence. You're being watched over by the angels. You're on the right path. I'm sensing that this has to do with, everything that's happened to you in your life, and, all your strengths and all your perceived weaknesses, or whatever you want to call it, they're all perfect, whole, and unique, just like you. And this is all a learning experience, and that you're actually on the right path. You are moving ahead perfectly fine. You've just been given life lessons, spiritual tests and journeys, because you are ready to ascend to the next level. It's not going to take much. Okay, and the archangel that's with you, Raziel, Enigma. Yeah, it's funny because I think I said that people see you as a mystery. They don't never quite know who they're going to get when they see you. And if I didn't say that, I was thinking that. So here we have Enigma, Raziel. So he is with you. And this is the archangel of the divine mysteries. So you have connection to the higher realms. You have connection and access to the higher mysteries of life. And you are very close to reaching that level once you receive the balance, once you balance your heart and mind and integrate yourself, accept all of yourself and all of others, release judgments of yourself, release judgments of others, ground into the planet, and you will, what was once elusive to you will become clear, and you will be moving forward on your life path. So what I would say, overall energies of your heart space, you're in pretty decent condition. You really are. Like I said, just do some inner child healing, release the connections you have to these people that hurt you. As soon as you turn your thinking around, you're going to unlock a whole new world. Okay? You're going to unlock a whole new world, and you're going to see things from a higher perspective. And you're going to be well on your path. So you don't have much to worry about. Just make sure you're doing the proper healing. And you're going to be fine. So that's awesome news. I'm going to pick one card from the Sacred Geometry deck. And so this card, now that we've kind of felt into the current condition and energies of where your heart is and what your heart is magnetizing. So you know that your heart is magnetizing truth. Your heart is magnetizing understanding right from wrong. Your heart is magnetizing the knowledge of duality and polarity and integration and compassion on this planet. And your heart is also magnetizing pain, betrayal, distrust, judgment, and healing of the child, the inner child, right? So this is all going on. So this is the flow of your life, right? This is what your heart magnetizes. Our heart is what conducts the circuits, what we attract, what we bring in, and what we put out, right? So I'm going to ask the Sacred Geometry cards, in regards to what your heart is magnetizing and sending out, how do you affect the energies? Just one card. How do you affect the energies of people around you, the earth, and actually the universe? What are the energies that you are emitting and receiving, transmitting and receiving? One card, please, for more clarification of how just one person is important. One, we're all important. No matter how small we think we are, we all contribute to the energy of the earth, of the universe, of people around us. So I'm asking for one card, please, for my family of light. One card. What is the energy? What is the energy this person is transmitting and magnetizing into their life and the people around them? What is the kind of energy flowing? Ooh, there we go. Thank you. Ooh, beautiful. I've never gotten this card before. Golden Spiral. Perfection. Ow! That is really beautiful. Golden Spiral. Okay, I'm going to read. This is an oracle deck, Sacred Geometry oracle deck. So I'm going to read what that means so I can give you a very clear message. Okay. Golden Spiral. Divine proportion. So interesting, especially with the way your cards are like split in the middle, which to me also, indicates that your heart, you just walking that line. All you gotta do is change your perspective, and you're either good to go. It's all you. You've got the power to have a heavy heart or to have a heart filled with light, and you're on that line. Anyways, Golden Spiral, divine proportion. The golden spiral is the cosmic representation of ideal balance, universal harmony, and spiritual transformation. This spiral is the blueprint of all nature and indeed of our humanness. From the double helix of our DNA to the spiral shape of galaxies, this piece of sacred geometry is container and accelerator of consciousness. This card connects you with the primordial whirlpool of creation, the cosmic soup from which we all emerge. Contemplate the immensity of this connection. You are not separate from God. You are not alone in the vastness of time and space. You are unity and oneness. You are connected to every particle of energy and light, to every wave in all of creation. Taking this into your everyday life, it becomes clear that there is no us and them, no separateness. Realize the sacredness of the golden spiral and rejoice in knowing that you are a part of the life flow of the universe and one with all that is. Learn more about the transcendental golden ratio, also known as the phi ratio, and a series of numbers called the Fibonacci series. 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, 34, 55. They will offer access to golden spiral wisdom. Woo! That was on point to this. That perfectly encapsulated what I was trying to say about there is no you versus them. There is no separateness. There is a flow of all the colors. Gold heart. Unity consciousness. Integration of the light, the dark, the masculine, the feminine, the good, the bad, whatever opposites, bringing them together in perfection. And you are perfection. We are perfection. That is a beautiful card. Ah, that was beautiful. I hope this resonated. If it did, please like, subscribe, share, or comment below, and I promise you I will reply. If you have any questions or comments, I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much to pile number 1. All right. Okay. Put that back in there. Right. I'm going to move on to the next pile. Let's do it like this first. Let's do the surprise. Peek and reveal, or whatever you call it. Okay, so pile number 2. How do people see you? Okay. People see you. Wow. People see you in a beautiful light. They see you as a master. They see you as a light worker, as a spiritual master, as a powerful person. Yeah, you are seen in a very powerful light. People sense that you are enlightened, that you've got your shit together. You're balanced, you're whole, you're complete. You're manifesting on this earth plane while connected to the spiritual realms. You are fire. You are backed by the energy. You have wisdom. I'm seeing hieroglyphics here. Your chakras are aligned. You receive higher wisdom. Yeah. So people basically see you as a master of your life, your destiny. Doing well. Awesome. Okay, how you see yourself. So, how people see you as the master, okay? How you see yourself? Reversed Queen of Water. Okay, so upright, this is the Queen of Water. A nurturing, loving, kind, psychic, creative, heart-centered, tender, beautiful being. Okay? But you see yourself upside down. So, you don't see these things in yourself, or if you do, you hide them. You see yourself as not being those things or as powerful as you are, but you are. I'm seeing that you see yourself as withdrawing from other people. You don't feel connected to others. Or you do, you feel too connected to others, and other people's energy kind of like dictates your days and your life. You may be a strong empath and haven't learned how to yet control it, or you're suppressing your creative abilities and your psychic abilities and your emotions. Could be either one or the other, or both. But I'm sensing there's a sense of fear here. It could be a fear of your own power. You may even not, like how people see you as a master and in control of your destiny. You don't see yourself that way. I feel like you see yourself as the opposite. Or maybe you do see yourself like this, but not as much as other people do. And I think you have this beautiful potential within you, but something holds you back. And it could be that perhaps you haven't learned to master your emotions, that your emotions actually dictate your thoughts or the way your life manifests. It may be that you fear connecting powerfully through your heart. You fear connecting to the unknown. And I sense that you may cling to the past. You also may cling to past hurts. And so, yeah, I sense there's a sense of repression and fear here, and a lack of control of your emotions. You may feel thwarted in life in certain things. Okay, that's how you see yourself, okay? But remember, other people see you as a master. And although we should not care about what other people think, we are still a projection of others, and others are a reflection of us. So if you're projecting this and people are seeing this, that means there is an element of you in this. There's this potential in you. Okay, so this is a matter of perception here. Okay, so what is the light that you hold in your heart? What do you share with the world? Okay. Whew. Nice card. Okay, so this is beautiful. This is the Ace of Earth. And this is beautiful. This is dragon energy. Now, if you see this dragon, this green dragon, and you see this beautiful seed and these roots and this sprouting plant, this is your heart. This is the potential of your heart. You have a beautiful light in your heart. Green is the heart chakra color. So what I'm sensing here is you have a big heart, a beautiful heart, power in your heart. You have strength in your heart. And I'm seeing you are a creator being. Like you create, you create from the heart. You can manifest quite easily because of the power of your heart. So you have to remember, the heart transmits energy and magnetizes energy. And so our life, all the vibrations and the frequencies and experiences and people that are in our lives are there because we magnetize it through the heart space. So the stronger our heart is, the more beautiful the experience, especially when we're positive. So I'm seeing you have a lot of love in your heart, and it is easy for you to manifest and create loving relationships and all that you want in your life. Okay, hopefully you are doing this, but if you're not, you can. Okay, because Ace of Earth, that's a potential. Okay, you have this gift. Okay, you just need to amplify it. Okay, beautiful. So this is the card, how to amplify the strength in your heart to create the life that you want, to create healing within yourself, and to grow with others. Okay. Okay, so how to amplify the light in your heart, which you already have such a strong light in your heart. It's beautiful. Okay. Well, upright, this is death and rebirth. So this is transformation. Okay. So I see you, this beautiful golden child, this beautiful, innocent, loving child, okay? And you're being protected by the snake energy. You're protected by the earth, okay? But it's upside down. So what I'm seeing is, I am seeing that you just recently went through a transformation, or you are fighting against a transformation. I kind of sense it could be a little bit of both. Take whatever applies, but I'm sensing that you are actually in the stage, you're like in the cocoon stage, and you're ready to hatch. You're ready to hatch. You have gone through some difficult initiations and some experiences recently that you have died to, a huge part of yourself has died. A huge old part of yourself has died. And there's a rebirth. There's a transformation that occurred and a rebirth happening. And you have actually changed your way of thinking and being. And you're ready to become master, to step into the first role and journey to mastery of yourself. Okay, so, but what's happening here is that you need to break through the egg. See the snake? The snake is a powerful healing spirit animal, but snake on the polarity or the duality aspect is also holding you into the old earth. It's holding you in fear. It's holding you protectively, but it's like you're in fear. You're scared. You've been doing all this growing. You're shining this beautiful light, but you know, there comes a point where you have to break out of the egg and shine like the phoenix that you are, because you are. It's like baby birds in a nest, and the mama, she's nurturing them. They're growing. She's feeding them. They're changing. They're developing feathers. They're becoming beautiful, and then when they are ready, or when the mama bird feels they're ready, it's time to push them out the nest. And what do they have to do? They have to fly. They have to soar. There is a leap of faith that needs to happen for us to fully integrate our new self. To truly be the Phoenix, you need to set yourself on fire. And that is the only step left. Your fears are holding you back. Okay? The Kundalini wants to rise in you. But you gotta jump and have faith that you are this master, that you can manifest this new life that you've been dreaming of, that you've been working towards, that you have been desiring. A new life is coming at you. You have the choice whether to respond, to stay stagnant, or to go to the next level. So drop your fears of the familiar. Drop your fears of thinking that when you jump that there's nothing going to catch you. You got to have faith in the universe, because your heart is strong, and you can magnify what you desire. You are loved. And I see the dragon is Kundalini energy too. So, and that's like, to me, that's like the utmost. That's the amplified Kundalini. That's like the glorified mother. You know, to me, the dragon is Gaia's Kundalini energy. So you're connected to the earth. Look, this is very earthy. So trust in the earth. Trust in the world to have a safety net for you. Okay, so that's going to catapult you into motivating you into becoming that master of your destiny, master of the universe, that superhero that you have the potential to be. Okay, so release the fear. So you've got beautiful light energy, very powerful. Okay, only thing holding you back is a thin membrane of egg. So that's happening. That is going to happen. Okay, so you can just help it along. Have a little bit more faith. Okay, so what you need to heal, the blockage. So this could very well be the reason why you have this fear and you haven't fully amplified that light energy, but you're getting there. Okay, we're going to find out what you need to heal and what blockages need to be released so that you no longer fear this new life. Okay. All right. Thought. Thoughts are weighing your heart down. And I sense that those thoughts are fearful thoughts. Old thoughts, old you thoughts. You're clinging to the past. Yeah. You're clinging to the old ways of being. You're peaking. You know that there's something out there. You're becoming more spiritual. You're looking at new ways of thinking. You are implementing some of it. You are seeing, you're aware, and you like it. Okay? You're connecting more to it. But there's still some thoughts that you're holding on to. They're holding you back. It's like you don't want to make that full jump. It's like you're in between worlds. See, you've got this illuminated mask, and then you've got this dark mask. Okay? So you're looking at the light, so that's good. But there's some nagging, extraneous, residual thoughts that are holding your heart in fear. I'm also sensing that you have some old ways of thinking that have served you in the past, but now it's time to graduate to a higher level. You can use this energy as foundation, but you are actually now needing to build upon what you know. Release the thought forms in your energetic space and move forward into the light. See, also there's a dragon here. There's a dragon on this bull. So once again, it's like, yeah, you're edging towards that Kundalini awakening. You're edging towards your power. You're definitely curious. I'm also sensing, though, you could be a witch or dabbling in witchcraft or something like that. You know, esotericism, metaphysics. I'm pretty sure you do, because you wouldn't be on this channel, right? But what I'm getting is that maybe you've been working on the inner planes, or you should maybe. But know this. If you have been working on the inner planes, maybe doing shadow work or dealing with the fourth dimension and stuff like that, and the elements, you've learned from that, but it's actually time to move forward a little bit, go a little bit, ascend a little bit more, dig deeper. Okay. You may have been a witch or a healer in the past life, and you're bringing that knowledge and wisdom in, and the energy in with you, and it's served you as a foundation. So keep what still works and brings you joy and is keeping you evolved, but release what no longer serves you. What worked in the past may not work in the present or future. Just keep that in mind. Okay, so how to heal these nagging thoughts. This also could be like negative self-talk. You may be fearing this because you're like, I can't be sure that this new life is going to work out for me. you know, my life has been okay the way it's been, and that's what I know. I'm not sure I can do this, or maybe I don't deserve this. Like, maybe this isn't me. Maybe I don't have the strength to do this. Maybe I should just be happy with what I have, you know. Maybe I don't have this power. That's negative self-talk. So that's creating a blockage in fulfilling your heart's desire, okay? So how to heal that? Okay. That is the card, 4 of air. Okay, so interesting. So this guy, he's all lit up. He's got his heart, he's got his mind, he's got all this stuff. So what I'm getting is, and 4 of air usually is 4 of swords, which is about meditation and getting very clear in your mind. So I'm sensing that you've got a lot of clutter in your mind. You're kind of cluttered. You gotta clear out your mind. You need to meditate more, and yeah, you need to meditate more. You need to get more organized in your thought process. You need to clear out all the rubbish, all the old shit in the attic. Either dust it off and repair it, or throw it away. Because this is, see, if you see this is clean energy. This is electric energy. This is energy of somebody who's got clarity. This is somebody whose mind is clear. This is cosmic forces. This is understanding sacred geometry and the higher realms of wisdom and esoteric knowledge. So this is you talking about you starting to move a little bit higher from shadow work. You can still do shadow work to get rid of some of these fears, but I'm sensing that, you know, it's just residual stuff that you need to release. And it's like working with the inner planes is good, and you're helping, you know, you help heal yourself, you heal Gaia, so that's good. But it's time to move to a higher level of energy work. Like I'm sensing quantum physics, start understanding how energy works in quantum physics, and just elevating your consciousness to more cosmic energies, angelic realms, maybe even extra-dimensional, extraterrestrial. I don't know how you feel about that, but just higher up, higher vibrations and frequencies. And you can access this through meditation and certain like light meditations. Yeah. I'm also getting a sense of you need to organize your thoughts. You need to organize your space. I'm sensing, like, you know, because you may be very moody and you're like, you know, your day is dictated by your emotions and what you want to do at that present moment. And then sometimes the day gets away from you. But then you realize, what I do all day? So set yourself up with a schedule of when you're going to meditate. Clean your space. Have a sacred space. Make sure it's clean and conducive for peace and clarity, and you want to be there, and you want to meditate, you want to rest and relax, you want to dump out all the stuff that no longer serves you. Because the interesting thing is, like, yeah, time is an illusion, and time, you know, time is an earthly construct. Yes, but remember, there's a positive to every negative, negative to every positive. Time, when you work with the construct of time and organize your day, you are grounding into the present earth energies, and you are actually transcending time. Because if you use your time wisely, your time, the value of your time is amplified, magnified, and in some weird way extends. And you're making use of time. So get very clear out all the baggage you've got, all the stagnant energies, because it's just like little things you're clinging onto that, you know what, you've done so much work, just get rid of it. It's inconsequential. Time to get organized, because a master is organized. A master is disciplined. I'm sensing discipline is in order here. Okay, work on your discipline. I mean, if you think about it, wow, that's just really pragmatic. Like, you've got so much love and power in your heart that if all you have to do is just get a little practical and set some time aside to, like, you know, meditate and get rid of extraneous thoughts and clear your mind, that's a cakewalk. Once you have that discipline and routine set in, you can be the master, okay? You have that potential. Okay, so that's not too bad. So I'm seeing, you know, the condition of your heart is in a pretty decent space. Like, I mean, seriously, what's more powerful than a dragon? And that's your heart space. So this is all minutia. So after we clear the clutter from our psyche and our hearts, we're actually clearing the clutter from Gaia's subconscious and fourth dimensional realms as well. But Gaia wants to ascend too. Gaia is a star being. She's in the solar system and in the galaxy just like all the other planets. She is a cosmic being and she wants to ascend as well. She wants light codes. She wants this. So working in the higher realms is going to help Gaia ascend as well as you. Okay, so, all right. Gaia's message to you in regards to this. How you can help Gaia as well. I get the Andean cross and I get the sorcerer. Okay, so the Andean cross is actually interesting. So basically what I'm getting is that Gaia is telling you, you are a master. You are a master in the making, girl. Guy. You are a master. Look at these cards. You are on your way to ascension. Okay? You're mastering yourself. So, because this is a shaman's, I believe, a shaman symbol. This is, yeah. This is what the symbol that shamans meditate to in the center to go into interdimensional portals. So, and then this is a sorcerer card. What I'm seeing here, though, is talking to me about stillness. You have the capacity to be anything you want. You are a sorcerer, a shaman, a magician, a witch, a cosmic being, a light worker. Yes, you are. Okay? Not a question. You're on your way. But you still need to organize your life and get it running smoothly like a well-oiled machine. You need to find a way to control your emotions and get on that organizational tip. You need time for stillness. This is talking about you're going to be a master. You're not ready quite yet. Maybe you need a little bit more incubation time. Be patient. But you'll feel more confident within yourself if you develop a discipline that you can, of meditation or, you know, whatever you need to do to feel confident within yourself and to let go of the past is what you need to do. Have patience. You will ascend to the next level when you're done with that. Right now, just be still and work on that. And know when the time is right, you will be a master. You will be a sorcerer or a sorceress. You will also, when the time is right, I'm sensing that you are going to be initiated. You're going to hit that. You're going to get to that portal of initiation and you're going to meet with a being and make sure you're prepared to ask the right questions and to answer the questions he may have for you so that you can ascend to the next level. This is about getting prepared. If you're always ready, you don't have to be, if you're always ready, you don't have to get ready, or some sort of phrase I've heard before. Time is coming. Get ready. Make the preparations. Okay. Almost done. Sorry if I'm rambling. But Spirit wants to say what Spirit wants to say. Angels. The angelic message for you. Cosmic heart, cosmic Christ. To me, this is a clear indication and confirmation that you have a huge heart, that you've activated your heart chakra and you are growing your heart chakra and you are you're activating the Christ consciousness within you. If you haven't already, you just have a little more to go. So get clear on why you want to be a master. How do you want to help others? How do you, from a place of love. Just get clear. I feel like that's a major thing for you. Just get clear. Okay, so beautiful. So you're on the right path. You're basically activating your Christ consciousness, heart space. Just get clear. Have a heart of gold. Excuse me. Okay, the archangel that's with you. Zaphkiel. Yeah, so Zaphkiel, he's a sacred lover. So he's about love, sacred love. And so once again, this ties in very nicely with the Christ consciousness. Zaphkiel's with you. He wants you to enjoy your life. Focus on the love in your life. Focus on the beauty in your life. Harness that love. Enjoy that love. Enjoy the present moment. Do all things with love. Celebrate the fact that you have a huge heart. And have faith that all things will come in the right time. Just get ready though. Organize, clear your mind, clear your heart. You're almost there. Zaphkiel's with you. So, I am going to pull one card from the Sacred Geometry Oracles. And the reason for this card is because we're all microcosms of the Earth and the galaxy and the universe. Oops. And the condition of our heart affects the electromagnetic energies that we transmit and magnetize, as I was saying before. We affect the energy around us. So I want to see what energy you're transmitting and bringing in your heart space condition right now. Where are you at? Okay, so asking the angels to cleanse these cards from pile number 1 and to bring in new energies of love and light for pile number 2. How is the condition of pile number 2's heart space affecting the energy around them? How is it affecting Gaia? How is it affecting the solar system, the galaxy, other people? Where are we now? What kind of energy is swirling around pile number 2 people? One card, please. One card, please. One card. Just one card. One card. Okay. June companions. Okay. June companions. Butterflies, dragonflies, transformation, sweetness of life with this flower of life. It was upside down, so I'm curious. We're coming up to June soon, too. Okay. June companions. So this is the energy emanating from you and surrounding you currently. Oh, yeah, makes perfect sense. Oh, wow. Okay, so basically, because it's reversed, it's basically saying transformation is the energy of the card, but saying you are in a cocoon stage. Be advised not to force change, but rest and allow the transformation to take place quietly within your being. Very simple and to the point. So, as I was saying, cocoon stage, transformation. So, kind of, yeah, how the reading evolved. It was like, okay, you're in this cocoon stage. To amplify this power in your heart, you need to jump, right? But before you can do that, rest, meditate, clear your thoughts, clear the residual blockages in your heart, which isn't much. You're activating Christ consciousness. And trust that everything that is happening in divine timing. Transformation is occurring. Just get organized, get ready, because you will go on to the next initiation. Sending you love and light, well wishes, good luck, and blessings. I hope this was helpful. If it was, please like, share, or subscribe, or leave a comment, and I will reply with pleasure. Okay, thank you so much. All right. moving on to pile number 3. Welcome, pile number 3. We'll do the slow reveal. Okay. Absorb the energies. Okay, so that was supposed to be. Okay, so first card we will start with is, how do people see you? All right, how people see you. This is the Hero card, and it is in reverse. So, what I'm sensing here. First of all, people see you as very charismatic, energetic. Perhaps your energy or your charisma is like larger than life. There's definitely a light that you hold. Very strong personality, a strong presence. When you walk into a room, everyone notices. You just light it up, okay? You have a very strong energy. You may be perceived as very creative, okay? Maybe even a sunny personality. But it's upside down. So what I'm sensing here is that though you are this type of person, in a lot of ways, you kind of dim your own light at times, or you don't even acknowledge your own light. You don't see your strength. And I think that sometimes it comes across and that you're humble, but maybe a little bit too humble, and also maybe that you kind of hide yourself. You kind of maybe shy, or you wear a mask. A sense of separation from others, or a sense of like feeling like you have to prove yourself in some ways, in order to be maybe liked or acknowledged. Heroes are also people that like really like, they help others from their heart. They're like heroes. They're brave. They're courageous, and they do it for all the right reasons. But anyways, you have an inner strength within you. So you have this beautiful energy. People see it. You have this inner strength, you know. You may have great intuition, be very brilliant, very stylish, but or not. Like, you may hide it, or you may, because you don't see it. So it's not that you're not this, it's just it's a little diminished from the way you're presenting yourself to the world, out of maybe fear, shyness, insecurity a little bit, but still beautiful qualities. Okay, and this is only how they see you now. Okay, doesn't necessarily mean it's all true either. So let's see how you see yourself. Okay. The abundance card in reverse. Okay, so this is the abundance card, but it's in reverse. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is that you don't feel like you have enough in life. You see yourself maybe perhaps even not being enough, or not worthy of having the things that you know you need, want, desire. There may be a sense here that like a fear of lack of something. There may be a fear of lack. Like maybe you don't feel like you have enough money, enough friends, enough food, enough love, enough personal power, enough confidence. Maybe you yourself don't feel like you are enough for others, and that you know you don't deserve the beautiful things and the wonderful things in life, or you know maybe you don't see the abundance that you have around you, or you don't deserve it, maybe, or you're not worthy. You yourself, maybe you not feel you're enough, and that's why maybe you know you hide your light sometimes, or you dim it down. because you don't see it. So there's a fear here of not having enough in your life, but also not feeling like you are worthy of it. And it may be that because of this, you cling to yourself. You hold yourself back, or the few things that you do have, you hold on to them very tightly. And perhaps you don't share them sometimes as much as you should, because you don't think you'll be replenished. Because you may think, oh, well, I got lucky that I have all this, but maybe the universe is going to find out soon that I don't deserve this and take it away and I'll never get it back. So this is a lack mentality I'm seeing. So just know that you are enough. You're a beautiful person, and the universe will always replenish. And what's not yours will leave your life. It's not meant to be. But what is meant truly for you will stay. The light you hold in the world is the next card. Okay. The Celestial. I think that's the way you pronounce it. So, the Celestial. This is the light that you hold in your heart. So, in traditional tarot, this to me is the Knight of Earth. So, this is a person who's very intelligent, very loyal, very careful, very considerate, dependable, responsible, loving, grounded. Yeah, so yeah, like a hard worker. So what I'm sensing here is that the light that you hold in your heart is, yeah, you're just a good person. You're dependable. You have a good sense of values, and you're somebody people can count on. You are also, you know how to fix things. You know how to help people. You know how to counsel people. You have wisdom. You have a practical intelligence, but also a very knowledgeable intelligence. And you may even be very connected to the natural realms. So your intuition comes from a very natural, connected place to the earth and to the physical world around you. So like you learn from experience, but you're also very careful. And this is a type of like strength that is a supportive energy. So I sense that you're a very supportive person. You're like a faithful guide or companion. You're the wind beneath people's wings. And so people come to you for advice and clarity and how to do things. You know how to do things the right way. You don't leave much to chance. So you have like, I'm seeing keys hanging from these horns, and to me it's like these are keys to wisdom, unlocking wisdom. These are keys to knowing how to do things, keys to power. So what I get is that it is a very supportive energy. You're very clear-minded. You're a very supportive person, okay? And you do things very methodically. So you build structures and foundations that are actually functional and help people. You get the job done. And we need people like that. Okay. So this card is about amplifying that light in your heart. Like, how can you make it even stronger? So we get the knowledge card. So from what I'm seeing here is like you're already very smart, you're very knowledgeable, you probably went to school, or you're very studious, or you've learned from life very, you don't make the same mistake twice. So amplifying it, just knowledge, more schooling maybe, or more self, teaching yourself, more pursuit of wisdom, knowledge, subjects that interest you, or that can bring you more power in the world, because I sense you have a lot of power. Um, so knowledge is power. So amplify it, but just continue to keep learning, continue to move forward. And I think that when you do that, you know, you go to, maybe even go to school, get the degree or the certificate, like you're creating credibility within yourself and for others. So it helps give you confidence, and you know what you're talking about, you know what you're doing in life. You know you're spreading light that is of truth and of use, and it helps people to also be confident in what you're telling them, and they respect you for your knowledge, your wisdom, for your expertise, for what you do for them. You teach people. You teach people. So you spread that. You spread that light in the world. Education. You educate people. So, anyways, so what you need to heal in your heart, okay? Okay, that is the 5 of air. 5 of air. Okay, as you can see, this is a beautiful person. This is a pure person. This is a person who is very good, very pure-hearted, very kind. A light in the world. Okay? But once again, you don't see your own light. See the blindfold? You're refusing to see who you are. I think that this comes from a fact that you're very critical of yourself. You judge yourself. There may be some things about yourself that you don't like, or experiences if you've had, or, you know, parts of yourself that you consider your dark side or your shadow. But they're so small. But you're such a perfectionist that I think that you see these things and you think it taints your whole personality, your whole soul. And you focus on these little things as opposed to the bigger picture. As opposed to the contributions that you make to the people in your life and to the world. You know, nobody's perfect. Nobody's pure. If we were, we would be angels and we wouldn't be on this planet. We're here to work out karma. From what I see, you don't have much karma to work out. So I feel your own blockage within your heart is your own perception of who you are. And it's like you don't want to see the dark. You know you have some things you need to work out, but you don't want to see it because it's almost like you feel like you're so sensitive and your ego is so fragile that if you were to really take a look at these things that you don't like about yourself, that you would fall apart. But that's because you don't see the light within you. You have more light. So I'm sensing a feeling that you don't, you know, you don't value yourself, or perhaps you don't love yourself, and you wear this mask and you cover your heart with it. Like, you don't let people see your true heart. You sometimes inhibit yourself from acting from the heart, from expressing from the heart. You mask it because you're such a sensitive soul, which is beautiful. You don't allow other people to see it sometimes. But, you know, this angel,